Acknowledge manager's report.
Chairman, Commission, at this time I have no manager's report.
Commissioners?
Chairman, I just want to throw out that we're sad but happy. Our reporter Jessica this will be her last meeting. So moving on to bigger and better things, but we'll miss having her.
Why would we be sad?
Get away with it when you can.
Right.
Congratulations.
Where are you, Jessica?
I'm gonna go to the geology department at the Bureau. They have a publication division.
Rock her heart.
Okay, Ray?
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Commissioner's report.
Anybody? The only thing I have is
Kids are back at school. That's good. Hopefully they'll learn something. And it's always football season. I apologize to the kids. I recommitted myself to my son for a little bit.
so I've been gone, but I'll manage to be here with those grandkids. That's all I have.
Birthdays.
Mr. Chair,
All right.
August birthdays. Philip Montoya, August 3rd. Happy birthday.
29 again.
There you go.
Forever. Sad Hopkins, DWI program August 4th. Wendell Garza, Sheriff's Department August 7th. Mark Bell, Detention Center August 9th. Jeremy Adams, Maintenance August 11th. Denaldo Ross, Treasurers August 11th. Alicia Boyd, Detention Center August 14th. Ashley Vargas, Detention Center August 15th. Miguel Hero, Legal Department August 17th. Priscilla Anaya, Assessors August 20th. Robert Moran, Detention Center August 20th. Nerio Bade, Detention Center August 22nd. Michaela Vargas, Detention Center August 29th. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And my family, I don't think I have any, but I do have a niece. It's either August or September, so in case it is in August, happy birthday, Mike. Okay, number 9, public comment. During this portion of our meeting, we welcome your suggestions and want to hear your concerns. This is not a question and answer period. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes. The county commission is not able to take action on matters discussed during public comment. Speakers are requested to state their name for the record. Do we have public comment?
You ready first?
Okay, now you're already on the timer. Honestly. Just kidding.
I can talk fast.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Donna Harris. I live on the Cape Broadus Road. And no, you're not gonna answer, but I would like to hear an update sometime about when you're gonna start grading our road again. I've done a little research into that. And it's not as gray an area as you'd like to wish it were when you graded a road for 100 years and then just basically throw us the middle finger. This is really not acceptable. And if you keep it up, there's not gonna be a road. If our ditches are this deep and it's getting to where if you see a cloud, you better start looking for a place to pull over because between here and 2 miles down there, there's not a way for 2 cars to pass anymore. I know you got one more road grader since the last time you said you were only gonna grade 2 miles. So I don't know where that 300 miles went, but you need to find somewhere to do the rest of that road. And if you think I'm gonna sit down and go away and never come back, you're wrong.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anybody else? Public comment?
Go ahead.
My name is Gary Coupler. I live in San Antonio. And I got a little complaint about the weeds and the lack of them being attended to by the people that live there. They don't seem to give a hoot what happens. And we got a street there. And 4 months ago, my wife called the county manager and to get a new street sign put up on Third Street. It didn't happen. And there's no stop sign. And also, when you pull out into church, you have to go completely to the middle of the road before you can see anybody coming. I think something needs to be done about it before they have an accident. And I had the county manager and the road boss out there yesterday, and they looked at it. They seen there's a problem. They said they can't do nothing about it. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
My name's Teresa Gonzalez. I've lived in Sacro now for about 50 years. And I think we have what we call a flocking problem in this area. I am against the flock cameras. I've spoken to many people on both sides. I understand the law enforcement side of it. I have a daughter who was a deputy in this county for a long time and a police officer. Her idea was, well, Sacro is kind of the funnel for the cartel moving drugs through this area. So I can see where it'd be a good tool. I, on the other hand, don't really like the government observing everything that's done by everybody. I feel like if I were to park in a public area, not too far from Philip's house, and filmed everything he did, he went out, back, who he had with him, which direction he went. I'm gonna sell the information. I'm gonna do anything with it. I just wanna have it. And that's okay, because we have no reasonable expectation of privacy in our vehicles, as has been shown in court. But I don't like it. And I don't like the fact that they were put in without any of your knowledge, really. I understand Andy Lottridge was the county manager before, and he and the sheriff are the ones from the stories that were in Defense of Chieftain. It was very well covered that these are the ones who pushed it through. I talked to some of the commissioners that it's a 2-year contract. I would like to see it stopped, and I don't know how that's done. We didn't vote to put it in. Do we have to vote to take it out? Can it be done? Did it be done? Do we have to have a referendum? I would like for the commission to look into that, and I will check back later. Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Good evening, Manager and County Commission. I was on the agenda for last month for matching funds, and then I couldn't make that meeting. But then got asked to come under public comment because I think I was forgotten off of the agenda for this meeting, so you're probably not expecting me. But we submitted, I'm from the 7th Judicial District Court. I'm the CEO, and I have my chief judge here. And so we submitted for a capital outlay request to replace the carpet in the courthouse. And we were told by the county that there's possible asbestos under the carpet. I know when we go before the legislators, they're gonna ask, have you talked to the county about replacing the carpet, which we would like to, we submitted on behalf of the county. However, I know they will ask about the asbestos removal, and that portion is about $80,000. The total request is about $280,000. So I wasn't sure if there was anything the county could do for matching funds for at least the asbestos portion. And I know you probably aren't prepared to answer this since you didn't know I was gonna be here. So I'm not sure what we can do about matching funds because I know you probably already submitted your request for the year. But one idea was to talk to our legislators, our representatives about possibly securing funds through them for the county to help us. So just wondering if there's any matching funds available for us.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chairman, Commission, yeah, definitely, let's, I'll make an appointment to meet with you,
Okay.
so we can have some more dialogue on it, and then
Okay.
that'd be something that can bring up in the commission.
Excellent. Okay, so just go and make an appointment.
Yes.
And there was a second portion of matching funds, but I'll include that in the meeting when I talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Apologize for that.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public comment? All right, moving forward, presentations. Yeah. Rainwater Road, Jacob Zelensky, there you go, and Red Dot Farm representative. So I'm not sure that this process, so I'll let Adrian explain how it works.
Mr. Chairman, do we have anyone from Red Dog Farms here?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And what's your name, sir?
Emilio Sanchez.
Emilio, okay. So I talked to the chairman and we're going to give each side 10 minutes to talk. So we'll time that to make sure it's fair. One thing that we will also do is you can use your 10 minutes however you want, but if you would like, let me know if you would like to reserve a rebuttal. So you could say, I'll use 8 minutes and 2 minutes of rebuttal. If you would like to do that, you don't have to talk for 10 minutes, but you have the full 10 minutes. So, Mr. Zelensky, do you want to do a rebuttal, reserve rebuttal?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
How much?
5 and 5.
5 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, and Mr. 5 and 5 as well? So that'll be 10 total.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys want to flip a coin who goes first? Or does it matter? Jacob, you have the floor. Cool. Who first?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
All right, can you guys hear me? Commissioners, good evening. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. A special thanks to Chairman Gonzalez for sponsoring me on tonight's agenda. I'm here to hopefully help fill in any blanks and answer any questions you might have about where the current situation with County Road 265 stands. Before I do that though, I just wanted to tell you a little more about myself and how I ended up in Socorro County in the first place. As a Navy veteran, I've struggled to find where I felt comfortable at since leaving the service. My wife and I have tried living in both Colorado and Utah, where we traveled extensively, but we never found anywhere perfect for us. We thought maybe the ocean was what I was missing, and we tried living on a sailboat on the East Coast from Maryland all the way down to Florida, but that wasn't right either. After we got a motorhome and started traveling, trying to find somewhere we felt happy, comfortable, and aligned with the local community. We were making our way out to Arizona when we just happened to stop at Socorro on the way. At first, it was only going to be for a night, then a week. Then we started realizing how much we loved it here and how perfect it was for us. We began looking for jobs and places to live. My wife Jess even briefly worked for the county of Socorro as finance director before unfortunately having to take a different role for fiscal reasons. We purchased our first property in Socorro County at the last tax auction. I stood in this room and bought 5 acres of the Valle de Mañana subdivision specifically because it was beautiful and bordered public lands, something we could only dream of owning in most places. By this point, we were hooked on Socorro County and knew it was the place for us. There was nowhere else we'd been to in 48 states that offered the combination of things Socorro County does for us. It was the first time in many years I felt truly at home and comfortable. Because the property we had purchased ate and down the historical road network. The very first time we initiated contact with the landowners. Reserve the rest of my time.
That's right.
Good evening. This is my sister Alicia. I'm Emilio Sanchez with Red Dot Farm. We chairman of the board, members of the board, thank you for letting us be on the agenda tonight. Thank you for listening to us tonight. As far as Mr. Zelensky, we are in negotiations with Mr. Zelensky through our legal counsel. So we're trying to see if we can work out something up to our known gate, the rainwater. As far as county road, we have proven we found a lot of evidence showing that this is not a county road. And if this is opened up to a county road, just on a side note, one, we're gonna allow it, I don't know if you guys are any ranchers or private landowners in this on the board, but if you are, you know that thieving, logs they come in for logging, they come in for drugs, they come in for meth, they're gonna start in the Indian rooms on public land, on the Chicalino area, so we're gonna have a lot of thieves come in, which we've been able to shut off. The previous owner who put the weed there, Donaldson also had the gate there as well. We've never had the county maintain that road since we've had the ranch. She's never had the county maintain the road, other than a snowstorm in '88. And I believe one other time that they asked the county, because the rain was so bad, that they asked the county, not the county manager, but the county grader operator to come in and
You mentioned 1988 was the only time you've seen, so you've been there for 38 years.
no, I just saw the public record.
You just saw that.
Yeah, we've been there since, I believe, 09.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
2019.
And we also talked to Joan Donaldson to go through her memory of what she said, and that's when she said it was a snowstorm. I think that.
Yeah, and Monty's been there since, his family's been there since the 30s. So he said that the county's never maintained this road, actually up to the house.
Do you have a rebuttal?
Sure. And Mr. Slinsky, you have 5 minutes and 51 seconds left.
I will try to be fast. So I just want to, rebuttal a couple things. I have been in contact with their attorney, but we have made no forward progress whatsoever. I still haven't even gotten him to agree that Rudy Gonzalez, the other public individual who has property back there who's spoken before during public comment, needs to be a part of any solution that we come to, because he's a member of the public who deserves access the same as everyone else. I did send to their attorney the updated evidence that is actually on the Socorro County certified maintained list, the ones you guys sign and send off to the state every year. It's on that list and has been for a long time. I sent that to the attorney, and they haven't even, they acknowledge they got it, but they have not said anything about whether that changes their position or anything, so they're not really even looking at things anymore. The whole argument that it's not maintained, how did it end up on the maintenance list? How did it end up with multiple name changes? It's been listed as a bladed and graded road since like 56. It would take me longer to pull my records to have the exact date, but it's been a long time. And I would also question, they say that they found a lot of evidence that it's not county road. I would love to know what evidence that is, because I haven't found any. The only evidence you might find would be a lack of evidence, which according to New Mexico court rules, a lack of evidence only counts if there's actually organized records to look through. You'd expect to find it. Since the court doesn't have any road repair records, we're not going to find anything. You can't say they're missing. Also, there's a precedent in Socorro County for not maintaining a road if it's opposed. That's in the Socorro County Commissioner Book D, page 432. The assistant district attorney said a county road may not be closed if there is someone opposing it. Let's see. And the last thing I would say was the argument that would mean you have to maintain the road. The Socorro County has a plethora of roads that they don't maintain on the maintained list. That's a separate decision made by you, the commissioners. It's your decision to make whether you maintain a road that's certified in the county as a county road. It states that clearly on the Socorro County website as well. It states there's many, many miles of roads in Socorro County that are not on the maintained list. So that would be my biggest counterpoint. So I guess that's about it. I think you guys have all the other evidence that I have found and presented. Many, many, many maps and documents and things supporting our position. So I thank you for your consideration and your time, and I hope we can reach a productive conclusion to this. Thank you.
How much time do I have?
7 minutes.
So one thing is, it may be on a maintained list. That does not mean it's been maintained. And there is, to our lawyer, there is a deal that they said that it's been not maintained for so many years, that there is an abandoned clause that they can use in court. Also on his list of maps that he's been sending us, and we are negotiating them, it takes time to actually have legal counsel go through this stuff. We're not using AI, we're trying to go through hard books, hard evidence and stuff, so it is taking a while. Our attorneys are looking through this stuff. They gotta talk to us, we gotta have meetings and stuff. It takes a while. As far as list of maps that he has provided, some of the maps aren't even relevant to our area. They're 5 miles off in locations where he's, claiming that the road is. The road's not on our land. It's on there. There's one trail that he said comes to the Chipolero, which if that's a public road, he's more than welcome to come through that road because it's through the northern side. And if that's a place that he said that he does have relevance for a county road, he's more than welcome to use that. It's not on our land. And it does get random access, he says, through his map that he's shown. So if he wants to use that, that's more than, I mean, we're fine with that. But there is some other stuff that he has provided. They're not even on our section range in town. So like I said, we are looking into it. It just takes time to really go through all of this stuff. It's kind of again like a shotgun, right? You just shoot it and see where all the shells lay and trying to pick up pieces, and we're trying to go and see, does our ranch even correlate with the map that he's showing? So.
I just, there's other ways to access this property than going through ours. And I think that that's a valid point, that needs to be addressed. There are other ways.
According to this map they showed us, there's a northern route that comes up, which is County Road, and it does come up to the Chupacabra and the city of Chupacabra, which is there, and then you can come back in 3 miles to his spot.
Our road is probably nicer because we maintain it ourselves through the ranch. And that might be a desire of, that, but there are other access points.
Which is something. And I think, Joseph, you've got them, right?
Any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so we'll move on to the agenda here. There's no more. We heard what you guys had to say. Action items number 11, consideration of resolution 2026-45, adopting a salary study and agreement raises for employees being made pursuant to a salary study at the wage compensation plan.
Question.
And it goes without saying, this is pending that we have the money. It does not state in this resolution, I'm just clarifying that we have to bring them to a certain level at a certain time, depending on finances of the county.
Chairman, Commissioner, that is correct. It does set out it sets out the ranges, and so those will need to be selected through the budget process by the board. But really, essentially, what this resolution is doing is saying that any changes for employee wages needs to be consistent with the pay plan, so that one person isn't getting something different than outside of the pay plan. That way, it just gives us a baseline, basically, and it gives the manager direction. Like, sorry, I know you're asking for whatever $20 more an hour, but this is what it is.
So what do you think, Ash? You should change your mind?
I'm sorry.
Ash, no. All right, so I think I had a first from Commissioner Secretarial, a second from Commissioner McLeod. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. So resolution 2026-45, adopting the salary study budget, pending the employees raises accordingly. Okay, 11B, approval of memorandum of understanding with the Juvenile Justice Board for Community Partnership.
That's just one of these that we always do?
Yes.
I'll make motion to approve.
I would second.
Got a motion from Commissioner Montoya and a second from Commissioner Aguilar for the approval of the memorandum understanding with the Juvenile Justice Board for Community Partnership. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're partners. Okay, 11C, approval of agreement with Dennis Engineering for on-call engineering services for RFP 2026-01-4018.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the county administration issued an RFP. Dennis Engineering was the highest ranked selective offer. This is very similar to the contract that we've had with them previously for a number of years, and their prices have not gone up in all categories. Actually, they remain relatively reasonable based on all the inflation that's going on. So I recommend it.
Was there any other ones? They had others.
There were other bidders.
Is this kind of a renewal thing?
Yeah, that's right. I think they've done this for around 8 years for us, and so this is a renewal.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Got a motion for approval from Commissioner Montoya, second from Commissioner Secretary for the approval of Dennis Engineering for on-call engineering services. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Guess projects for them to engineering, huh? 11D, acknowledge the personnel changes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll do that if you'd like. Eugene Bustamante, appraiser, tech assistant, technician assistant, assessor's office, new hire. Javier Pedron, mechanic assistant, road department, new hire. Sean Muir, detention center officer, new hire. Andreas Walter, detention officer, new hire. Francine Gonzalez Carrillo, sheriff's department, resigned. Athena assumes DWI program, retired.
I'll second that. So we've got a motion from Vice Chair Gwinnett for the approval of the personnel changes and a second from myself. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, I just have to do this because I missed it under implication. We lost a county employee of 17 years. I just know his first name, Brett. I know him since he used to work for the schools. And may he rest in peace and God be with his family. Amen. Okay, number 12, financial action items.
Chairman,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion in regards to combining 12A and 12B. So the motion would be 12A, approval of vendor checks dating August 11th, now at $1,065,998.10. Then 12B, approval of payroll checks dating August 11th for 2 payrolls versus July 9th, in the amount of $282,985.03. And then the second payroll for July 23rd, $406,189.48, totaling $689,174.51.
Second. Got a motion from Commissioner Secretary, a second from Vice Chair Gwinnett for the approval of payroll and vendor check run. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, bills. Number 13, executive session. Motion and roll call vote to go into executive session and that pursuant to New Mexico State Statute 10-15-1, only the following matter. This is will. We got the W. Be discussed in closed session. Roll call.
Chairman Joe Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Craig Secretary,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner John Aguilar,
Yes, ma'am.
Vice Chairman Danny Burnett,
Yes.
Commissioner Philip Montoya.
Still. 4-1 anyway, so we're in executive session. motion and vote to return to regular session.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Chairman Joe Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Craig Sestero,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner John Aguilar,
Yes, ma'am.
Vice Chairman Danny Monette,
Yes.
Commissioner Philip Montoya.
Yes.
Motion and roll call vote, the matters discussed in closed session will be limited to those qualified in motion for closure. And then no final action was taken as pursued statute section 10:15-1.
Second.
A motion from myself and a second from Commissioner Vice Chair on that. All in favor? Was it roll call? Roll call.
Chairman Joe Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Craig Sestero,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner John Aguilar,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Danny Monette,
Yes.
Commissioner Philip Montoya.
Yes.
Okay, 14A, direction to staff. Reference rainwater road, AKA CRB 2270 and AKA CR 265.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
based on the information we have, I'd like to make a motion that we give the county manager the authority to take legal action to open the road just to the ranch house on the road stated in the motion for rainwater, AKA CRB 270 and CR 265.
I'll second that. Got a motion from Vice Chair Monette, second from myself, for the direction to staff concerning rainwater road. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So we'll go forward with that. 14B, consideration of resolution 2026-46, accepting Bocc Canyon Road for maintenance.
Sure, members of the commission, this is a road that was previously on the maintained road list and was maintained. It was taken off around 5 years ago. And there's a request from the constituents to add it again.
I'll make motion to put it back onto the maintenance list.
Second. Got a motion from Commissioner Montoya, a second from Commissioner Zacatero and Commissioner Aguilar for putting Bocc Canyon Road back on the maintenance list. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So Bocc Canyon Road is back on the maintenance list. Number 15, next commission meeting, regular meeting. What did we say? 15?
15.
The third.
September 15th, it's not a Friday, at 5 p.m. We are adjourned.
The